79 tackles so far this year. Free safety Will Krasowski is averaging over 12 tackles a game and isn't afraid to reach out and touch someone. On offense, the Owls are led by senior signal caller Alex Burge, who isn't afraid to tuck it and run or show off his arm strength by airing it out to receivers Frazier, Bishop, and Zimmerman. Running back junior Anthony Favreau will lead the rushing attack for the Owls. Each team has several players who will be playing on Saturdays in the years to come. Mill Valley is led by all-everything two-way lineman Ethan Kramer and an experienced secondary with names like Clotter, Martin, Pringle, and Gray. Standout linebacker Colton Jiggin leads the Jaguars' salty linebacking crew. On offense, senior quarterback Cooper Marsh makes his long-awaited return as quarterback for the Jags. Protecting the signal callers, one of the best offensive lines when healthy in the area. Tonight's game should be a slugfest, but only one can come out on top with a prize belt. We're moments away from kickoff here at beautiful College Boulevard Activity Center in Olathe, Kansas. Live right here on 810 Varsity. And with the kickoff, Olathe West Squibs trying to get the onside kick. Looks like it is recovered by it's going to be recovered by the Jags at about the 49-yard line of the Owls.
That's linebacker Colton Jagan on the recovery. Nice job of staying disciplined up there. Sean Brewer, David Smith.
And Jeff Broadbent running camera for us here at CBAC. 1st and 10 Jaguars. And as we mentioned in the opening, senior quarterback Cooper Marsh making his long-awaited return as the signal caller for the Jags.
Number 3, Jacob Hartman's running back. Quinn Whitnauer will sit this one out today.
Hands off. We got a reverse and a throw down. Then we've got Kendrick Jones wide open. And just overthrown by number 12. That was Hunter Johns, a backup quarterback. Just out of reach. So the game's starting with a little razzle-dazzle on both sides. Attempted onside kick by the Owls. And airing it out with a little reverse. Option pass down the sideline to Kendrick Jones.
Kendrick just couldn't find that one.
Going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the Owls' 49. Single back set. Hartman is a running back. Cooper Marsh a quarterback. Looks to the sideline for the call.
It's going to be a legal procedure on Mill Valley.
A little movement up front. It's going to push him back 5. It's going to bring up 2nd and 15 for the Jags. Beautiful evening here in Olathe, Kansas. It's getting started just a little bit early.
Jaguars really need to try to avoid the penalties tonight. They've been known to see some laundry on the field.
Twins to the type, handoff to Hartman. No, it's going to be a keeper from Cooper Marsh. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Mill Valley. Cooper Marsh taking it all the way to the end zone, all by himself, touchdown.
Looks like we got some laundry on the field, Sean.
And the ubiquitous holding call. It's going to bring it back. Owls dodge a bullet on that one. It's going to bring up a 2nd and, boy, that's going to be a long, 25?
Well, they're going to take it from the spot of the foul. It was a wide receiver holding downfield, so I believe it's going to be just 10 yards from that spot. So it's 2nd and about, 2nd 10?
Yeah, that's just about right, David. So we're just about where we were 2 or 3 plays ago, 49-yard line of the Owls. Cooper Marsh out of the shotgun. Single back I formation. Hartman's a running back. Twins to the near side. Single receiver up top. Ty Rice is single back on the far side. Hand off to Hartman. He's got some room around the left eye. He's at the 30, the 25, 20, 15. And he's brought down from behind by the Owls by number 22. For the Owls, that's going to be Nick Hustler.
That was a great read by Cooper there. The defensive end crashed down and gave that to, follow the quarterback on that one. And Jacob Hartman had a wide open outside. Almost got to pay dirt.
Quinn Whitnauer not making the start this evening. In fact, he's not suited up, nursing a little bit of a leg injury.
Talked to his dad earlier today. He said he just couldn't make a cut and thought it'd be better off to sit out the week.
1st and 10 from the 15. Marsh, read option, hands off to Hartman, and he's blowing up in the backfield. Going to be a loss of 1 on the play. It brings up 2nd and 11.
Nice job by the DN there. crashing down.
Olathe West averages 230 pounds on the defensive line, four-man front. They have a couple of all-world linebackers and a free safety that have made about 85% of the tackles this year.
Double tight.
Handoff to Hartman. He goes right up the middle, lowers his head, and slams into the linebacker. It gets all the way down to the 9 of the Owls.
Well, he didn't make that tackle. He's in for 6.
Going to bring up third down at about 4 for the Jags. 10:27 left in the first quarter. No score. Jags are driving deep inside the Owls' territory. Pistol formation. Cooper in the shotgun. He's looking, and he's going to take the ball. He lowers his shoulder, and he picks up about 2 yards. That's going to bring up 4th and about 3 to go. Of course, the Jags have all-world kicker Chris Tennant, K-State commit, but it looks like the offense is going to stay out on the field.
May try to get him to jump here. 5 yards for Tennant, really.
2 tight end set. Signal back in the I formation. Hartman.
Still got 15 seconds on the play clock.
Kendrick Jones up top. Ty Reiches twins
like
to the far side.
That's an illegal snap.
That's going to bring him back 5. Still going to be 4th down for the Jags, and now it looks like the kicking team is coming on the field. As we said, number 99, Chris Tennant, K-State commit. He's warming up in pregame, hitting from about 59, 60 yards. So this should be a little chip shot for Mr. Tennant here. Ball's going to be set at the 20-yard line of the Owls. It'll make it a 30-yard field goal if complete. And kick is up, and it is good.
Right down the middle.
It's going to make it Jags 3, Owls nothing. 9:27 left in the first quarter. A lot of movement so far on both sides of the field here. A lot of substitutions on Olathe West.
Tell you, they really got to watch the penalties, though. I think there was, 3 penalties on the Jaguars on that drive?
That was right. And last week, 2 weeks ago, they had certainly their fair share of penalties, I think over 135 yards. One of the things that the Owls have done a pretty good job of this year is staying out of the negative yard column with penalties, averaging only 5 penalties a game.
Tennant usually puts the ball through the end zone. I don't think he's going to do try anything different. I know a couple weeks ago they tried some shorter kickoffs to change the field position of the other team, but I believe Chris is probably going to put this through the end zone.
3-0 Jaguars. 9:27 left in the first quarter.
Guys, you were coming through our box. You were coming through here. Your daddy out. You were.
I said we're coming through them.
And Tennant's kickoff is going to be fielded at the 10, bring it up to the 15, 20, 25, and he's knocked out at around the 32-yard line of the Owls.
Chris Tennant with a tackle there. Kicker.
Run back by Will Krasowski, 6'1 junior. Now we're going to take a look at the Owls offense. It's led by senior signal caller, Alex Burge.
It wasn't you guys. Yeah, I guess it was. I think you're good. That's on them.
10.
First down play. Nice fake. Oh, no, he gives him the ball.
And off to number 15, Anthony Favreau for the Owls. It's going to gain of about 6. Bring up 2nd and 4 for the Owls. 9:07 left in the first quarter. 3-0 Jags after a Chris Tennant 30-yard field goal.
One thing I noticed on the RPO is he tends to give that ball to the running back. I think that's their bread and butter, Favreau. Jaguars with a 4-man front.
Handoff. No,
he
quarterback
keeps-
going to be kept. And Peter Jansen brings him down in the backfield.
What's-
It's going to be a loss of 1. Pete Jansen picking up where he left off last week. He had 3 sacks in the game against Lawrence Free State. He's starting out here in the first quarter with 1 under his belt already.
Pete's just really good about getting that blocker, setting that blocker and finding that runner with the ball in the backfield.
Going to bring up 3rd and right at about 10 to go for the Owls.
Got to figure they're going to put it in the air here. Looks like they're just bringing 4.
Pistol formation, shotgun snap. Burgee takes the ball, being pressured. He sees he has a receiver, and it is incomplete. Great coverage on the play by number 29, Blake Martin, for the Jags. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Owls.
Nice little sprint out. That was a nice throw. There was a little bit of pressure coming up the backside for Pete Jansen again. Put that ball on the mark, just couldn't make the completion.
Back to kick for the Owls. It's going to be number 90, Steenbach. Averaging 38 yards per punt on the season. A little bit of a low snap. There's pressure, but he got it away. Nice high kick. It's going to be fair caught at around the 29 of the Jags by Jacob Hartman, number 3. And that's where the Jags are going to start their second drive of the night.
Jagan almost got in there and blocked that one. He was close. Colton Jagan, senior linebacker.
8 minutes left in the first quarter. 3-0 Jags. Jags starting their second drive of the night. They're going to be starting from their own 29-yard line.
Looks like Hartman's going to be playing running back.
Cooper Marsh making his return after 3 weeks of being on the bench. Single, now we've got trips to the far side, twins to the near. Cooper Marsh passes complete to Hartman. Pushed out of bounds by number 34 of the Owls. That'd be Mike Anderson. Pickup of about, now we're going to call it 6.
Good quick route there. No pressure on Cooper, that one. 2-step drop, got rid of it really quick.
It's going to make it second down at about 5. Single back set. Marsh waits for the snap. Handoff to Jacob Hartman right up the middle, and he's got enough for a first down and then a little bit more. Takes it out to about the 43-yard line of the Jags. That's going to make it first down, and they are wasting no time getting up to the line. We've got Cooper. Cooper Marsh takes the, what do we got here? A little laundry on the field.
Well, somebody left a little early.
Looks like they picked it up on the far side.
Clock's still moving.
Must have decided it wasn't impacting the play. Be second down and 7 for the Jags.
Tell you what, Jaguar line is not having much trouble keeping pressure off the injured Cooper Marsh.
Cooper Marsh in the shotgun takes it, hands off to Hartman. Hartman's got some room on the right side. He's pushed out of bounds at around the first down marker at about the 47 of the Owls. And it looks like they're going to mark him
Just short.
just shy.
About 6 inches to go for a first down.
Looks like about 8 inches from here, David.
6'8". They may want to bring the chains out and take a look at this one. It's close. Kendrick Jones with a nice seal block there. Push that defensive end to give Hartman a chance to get out the outside. Referees are talking about something. I'm not sure if it's just the spot or from.
Sorry, David.
No,
7:36 left in the first quarter. Mill Valley 3, Olathe West 0.
Third and short.
And David says
7
8
inches. Let's
I'm
go with
saying,
7.
All right.
We're going to go 7 inches, Bob.
Compromise with 7 inches to go. We got twins to the near side. Single back set, hands off to Hartman. He's got a first down and more. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Mill Valley, Jacob Hartman.
That offensive line is just manhandling Olathe West right now.
Jacob Hartman, all-star receiver, doing it in the backfield tonight. He had 1 touchdown called back earlier because of penalty. This one, he takes it to the house, and he puts the Jags up 9-0, waiting the extra point by Chris Tennant.
I believe he was untouched there. I don't think anybody touched him.
Kick by Tennant is up, and is good. 7:18 left in the first quarter. Mill Valley 10, Olathe West 0.
When you find out you've got your starting running back not going to play, you kind of wonder who's going to take over, and senior steps right in. I don't believe Jacob Hartman's played running back all in high school. I believe he's been a receiver his 4 years here, but Jaguars not missing a beat on offense right now, that's for sure.
Next man up.
Next man up, exactly. Tennant didn't kick it out of the end zone last time. Olathe West started off with decent field position.
7:18 left to go in the first quarter. 10-0 Jags. So far in penalties, Jags have had 3 penalties for a total of 20 yards in the game.
If you think about the yards they lost on that run, it's a lot bigger hit than that. So they've got to quit shooting themselves in the foot.
Back to receive the kickoff for the Owls is number 3, Will Krasowski. Had a nice little run back on Tennant's first kick.
A lot of people don't know this, but Tennant is probably one of the best athletes on the Mill Valley Jaguars team. Probably one of the quickest. 6'4", 195. Worked out with Harrison Butker, Dustin Colquitt, and a couple other guys this summer.
Lines up for the kick. Tennant's kick is up, and it looks like it's going to be out of the end zone again. Touchback for Chris Tennant. 7:18 left in the first quarter. Mill Valley 10, Olathe West 0. Let's see what Olathe West wants to dial up here. Predominantly a run-first team, but they'll take some shots down the field.
I watched their game against Lawrence. They do a nice job of hitting those little 5-yard, 10-yard outs, button hooks.
That's certainly been a soft spot for Mill Valley, but it looks like they're bringing up their quarters a little bit more, at least on the last series. See what they do this time around.
And Blake Martin's up about 3 yards off the ball. They're usually about 7. Backing up now.
4-man front for the Jags. We get a penalty on.
Looks like it's going to be on the Owls.
Olathe West is backing up. No, it's on them. First penalty of the game for the Owls. 7:17 left in the first quarter. Mill Valley 10, Olathe West 0. Sean Brewer, David Smith, Jeff Broadbent here from College Boulevard Activity Center here in West Olathe, Kansas. All right, here we are. At 1st and 15, we got a handoff up the middle, and it looks like it's going to be about a 4-yard gain.
I tell you, right now, it's just in the trenches. Mill Valley is just dominating. Ethan Kramer in the middle there. Aiden Schaefer.
Looks like to account for number 61, Ethan Kramer, they're trying to double team Ethan Kramer, but that's certainly leaving the the other side of the line open for a lot more pressure. It's going to be 2nd and a long 11 for the Owls.
Cody Moore's over there, the defensive end spot.
Quarterback keeper, he's trying to get to the corner, but he is dragged down right at about the 20-yard line. There he is again, Pete Jansen, number 18, senior in for the Jags.
He came from the left side on that one. Cody Moore was playing right in. Pete just got over there. Play took a little bit to develop, and Pete got on that side of the ball. Line of scrimmage and made the tackle. Nice play by the senior.
Quarterback Alex Burge for the Owls. Pistol formation, takes a snap, and he's got pressure coming in, and he gets away from it. He's throwing one up, and
there's nobody there.
There's no one around there. No flag, but he was under some heat by about half of the defensive line by the Jags.
I think they're going to talk about this. The line judge over there is coming over, letting him know there was no one in the area. They dropped a flag. Yes, they did.
It is. 3rd down, that looks like the Jags They're going to elect to decline that and force a 4th down punt again.
That's going to take that ball all the way back to the 6.
Tanner Steenbach is in.
Who was on that blitz there, Sean?
That would have been number 10, Colton Jagan.
Jagan in there?
I think that might have been a corner blitz. Number 20, Cole James Clouder. One of the defensive standouts for the Jags. Well, he doesn't. Steenbach doesn't have a lot of room in the end zone. Kind of a low snap, but he gets it away. Don't know how he got it away, but fair catch called for. Jacob Hartman's going to let it bounce. Takes a nice owl bounce about midfield. They're going to call it out of bounds at the 46-yard line of the Owls.
I'm going to go ahead and call this. Colton Jagan's going to get one of those punts tonight.
Pretty sure he got his fingers on that one.
He's been in there twice now.
If he would have had about another 6 inches, or did we say 7?
I think we went with 7 this evening.
5:52 left in the first quarter. Mill Valley 10. Olathe West 0. Mill Valley coming out for their 3rd drive of the game. Successful on the first 2. Chris Tennant 30-yard field goal and a Jacob Hartman run. Counts for the scoring in the first quarter.
Great field position to start for the Jaguars.
Twins to the far side. Single back set pistol. Hands off to Hartman, and he's got some room again. He's got the 30, and then he loses the football, and it looks like it's recovered by Olathe. The ball still scurrying around on the ground.
Oh, would not be want to be at the bottom of that pile.
And they do. The Owls have recovered the ball. First down, Olathe West from their own 26-yard line.
Olathe West defender almost performed a horse collar tackle there, and I think he let go right away. Didn't bring him down, but I think that kind of shook Hartman a little bit, fumbled the ball.
Owls looking for a momentum shift, and I think they found it on that play.
That's a big play.
I believe that was free safety Krasowski causing the fumble on that play. Owls starting off about where they started their last drive. 26-yard line. 1st and 10. Alex Burge in the shotgun. And he's going to keep it, trying to go up the middle, and he's got nothing doing. Might have gained a yard on that. Looks like number 22. It was number 22 for the Jags in there. That was Drew Powers.
Linebacker Drew Powers. Jaguars going with 3 linebackers tonight. Got Harvey. Looks like, they got 3. Check that. Colton's not in there.
5:10 left in the first quarter. Mill Valley 10. Owls 0. Pass to the near side. Caught by number 15. That would be Louis McMullen. Makes a nice move to gain about 7 on the play.
Nice block by Luke Bishop there. Ball was thrown behind the line of scrimmage so you could hit before the ball gets in the air. Luke Bishop took out that defensive end linebacker. Nice play. Good call.
Looks like the Owls studied a little bit of film from the Mill Valley Gardner-Edgerton game and decided that they're going to try to exploit those quick, short passes. But as we mentioned earlier, cornerbacks playing up a little bit tighter.
Cornerbacks are up tight. Looks like it's going to be a handoff up the middle.
22 again, Drew Powers pulls him down behind the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be 4th down for the Owls.
Linebackers are shooting gaps in this game. Just coming with a lot of pressure. Shooting gaps, the A-gap. I think Jagan came out on that last set of downs on the outside.
And they're going to go for it. 4th down and about 5 to go for the Owls.
This is where they try to draw them off and just have the quarterback drop back for a punt.
Maybe a little pooch punt, and it is. Burgie's going to punt and gets a nice punt away.
Good high kick.
And they're going to let it go, and it is going to take Owls bounce all the way down to about the 1-yard line, and that's going to be close. Yep, they're going to mark it down at about the 1-foot-yard line.
The only problem is he touched that goal line with his feet when he was getting the ball. That ball's got to come out to the 20. Applebee's down there talking to the ref right now.
Well, David, they don't have instant replay in high school.
Well, you are correct, but you've got to keep your whole body out of that end zone, and he had his feet on the goal line. Appleby is still trying to plead his case.
Mill Valley starting their 4th drive of the night, needing to go 99 yards.
I believe this ball's going to come out to the 20 after they talk.
Coach Joe Appleby for the Jags certainly out there making his case. Still trying to make his case. 4:17 left in the first quarter.
They're going to keep it at the 1 inch line.
I'd say it's more like the 3 inch, but, tomato.
Appleby is not happy. He's asking for a line judge to come over. Anyone knows the rules of this game, it's Joel Appleby, that's for sure.
Everybody knows the rules. All right. Back to action here. Looks like Coach Appleby has given up his case. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own half-yard line.
Great
Cooper
punt.
Marsh
Great
waits
punt.
for the handoff and hands off to Hartman. Wiggles around for about a gain of 6. Going to bring it out to about the 6-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 4 for the Jags.
That's a great punt, by the way. Olathe West.
Here we are in Olathe.
Olathe. Olathe.
David Smith, Sean Brewer, Jeff Brobden here for A10Varsity.com. Glad you're with us. 3:48 left in the first quarter. Mill Valley 10, Olathe West 0. Handoff to Hartman, and he likes that right side. But this time looks like they filled that gap a little bit. Owls did a nice job of containing him. They're all conference linebackers of Anderson and Butler doing work on that play.
Try to follow Robbie Durbin there.
Going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 to go for the Jags. Cooper Marsh in the shotgun formation, waits the snap, looks to the sideline for the play. Jacob Hartman stands in his own end zone, trips to the near side, going from our left to your right, north to south. 6 seconds on the play clock. Marsh waits for the snap. He looks to the far side. He's got a receiver, and that's Hartman. He's got enough for the 1st down and a little bit more. Pushed out at around the 19-yard line of the Jags. Pushed out, it looks like Mason McGarvin for the Owls.
Well, Mike Anderson was on man-to-man coverage there. Just couldn't keep up with Jacob on that quick out route.
And up to the line in a hurry. Quick handoff to Hartman. Picks up maybe 2 yards on that carry. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Olathe West doing a better job stopping that run. Get a little bit of penetration in the Jaguar backfield.
2:30 left to go in the first quarter. Mill Valley 10, Olathe West 0. And they're going to huddle up on this one now. They break. Cooper Marsh, Jacob Hartman in the backfield, single back set. Twins to the near side. Ty Rice is up north. And Cooper airs it out. He had a receiver that was Kendrick Jones, just about, I don't know, David, 7 inches.
7 inches off his fingers there, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Sean? Got to keep those D-backs honest. Every once in a while, you got to take one deep.
They've had success earlier in the year with that play. Pound them up the middle and go to the outside. They certainly have some speed receivers for the Jags. Owls looking for a big stop here. 3rd down, about 7, maybe even 8 to go.
If they can stop him here, that would definitely shift the momentum.
Little conversation at the line. Now he breaks. Pistol formation. Twins to the near side. Single back set. Cooper Marsh takes the ball. He's looking to pass. He's got a receiver. And just out of the reach, and it is intercepted by the Owls. That's going to be intercepted by number
25, I believe.
That looks like 25. Grant Finley. Grant Finley, 5'10", senior.
He laid out for that one. That was a heck of a catch. Just off the fingertips of the Jaguar receiver, and he was right in position to make the play.
Owls only down by 10 with 1:57 left in the first quarter. Looking to get some points on the board. Turnovers, name of the game so far.
Sometimes you just got to be in the right position, and he was right there. Nice play.
Time of possession so far is about equal between the Owls and the Jags.
We're spreading it out a little bit on this 1st down.
Twins to the near side, single back set. Burge takes the snap. He's airing it out. He's got a receiver, and that's number 3. He could not make the catch.
Linebacker Drew Powers on the coverage.
Will Krzyzkowski. Apologies to Mr. and Mrs. Krakowski if I'm pronouncing his name wrong.
Nope, that was Lucas Pringle sitting on the coverage.
It's going to make it 2nd and 10 for the Owls. Mill Valley going with more of a compact front, playing a 4-man front, but they got those linebackers up pretty tight.
Handoff up the middle.
And maybe a gain of about 2. Was that Favreau on the carry?
I believe so.
Tough runner, that Favreau. He's not afraid to get in there and mix it up a little bit.
Not a big guy either. They've got him listed at
I think he's bigger than you.
5'9", 180. Well, yeah.
1:26 left in the first quarter. Mill Valley 10, Olathe West 0. 3rd down and about 7 to go for the Owls from the Mill Valley 28-yard line. Single back set, shotgun formation, looking to the outside for a quick pass, and that's complete. And enough for the first down and a little bit more. Inside the 15-yard line, that was caught by, and we apologize, folks, the Olathe West. They got beautiful uniforms, but I tell you what, it's pretty difficult to make out the numbers from up here.
Tanner Zimmerman, I believe. I tell you what, Burge put that ball, the receiver came back, and Burge put that ball past the first down mark. So he had when he caught the ball, he was in perfect position to get a first down. Nice pass by the senior quarterback.
1st and 10 from the 13-yard line of the Jags. Another quick out, and that pass is again complete. That's going to be
It's Tanner Zimmerman again.
Tanner Zimmerman.
Same route. I think they're going to just
Hey, take it until they take it away, right?
exactly. Jaguar D-backs are going to have to pull up on this.
Olathe West getting a little momentum, moving the ball here on the Jags. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Mill Valley 10, Olathe West 0.
Tanner caught 2 passes in a row, then gets to come to the sideline.
2nd and about 3. They can get one more first down before they hit the end zone. Option play. Favreau takes it around the corner, and he's pushed out at around the 1-yard line. Looks like that was linebacker Timmy Pinner with Cole Clotter on the assist, coming all the way across the field.
Drew Powers was over there too.
David Cunningham also in on that play. Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
36 seconds left in the first quarter. Owls have it at about the 2-yard line of the Jags.
1st and goal to go. Tell you
Kind
what,
of got to think they're probably going to stick with what got him here. Maybe a little option to the right side with Favreau. And it's going to be on what a nice little play. Touchdown, Olathe West.
tell you what,
Birch took the handoff, or excuse me, the snap, and he just kind of a little dink, reminiscent of Blake Bell, the bulldozer out of Oklahoma.
That's right.
Just a little jump pass right over the middle, Tim Tebow-esque, and that puts the Owls on the scoreboard.
Dalton Harvey had a shot of getting that when he got his fingertips on it. Just couldn't get enough of it.
And for the extra point attempt, it is up, and it is no signal yet. Do we have?
No, they're going to call, I believe we were in the neutrals. Mill Valley was in the neutral zone there. Olathe will probably decline the penalty just to keep everything at the normal they do. Down and distance for the kicker. That's what he's used to.
Kick is up, and it is good. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Mill Valley 10, Olathe West 7. Mill Valley turning the ball over, and Olathe West capitalizing.
Well, that's one thing really Mill Valley hasn't done that much this year is turn the ball over. And with the ball down in Olathe West territory, they tried a quick pass. It just didn't work.
Back deep for the Jags to receive the kick is number 5, Kendrick Jones, who took it to the house about 3 weeks ago against Gardner Edgerton to start the game. And Jacob Hartman also back deep. Kicking off for the Owls. Again, number 90, Tanner Steenbach. Kicker and punter for the Owls.
You got to be ready for something here with Olathe West.
You got to be pretty happy if you're Olathe West. Didn't exactly get the game off started right with a little squib that they weren't able to recover. A couple of drives that didn't get them too far, but they were able to respond nicely and capitalize on the turnover, David.
Well, field position's key in this game, I believe, and Olathe West.
Steenbach's kick
This one through.
It's going to be a low drive out of the back of the end zone.
Nice kick.
Thank you. So the Jags are going to have the ball, going to start from their own 20-yard line. Need 80 to score a touchdown, 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Did you catch that? 80 yards
I did.
for a touchdown?
I did. 80 yards.
Got my calculator right here, thanks.
Shoes
Quarterback Cooper Marsh
Shoes are on.
back in action for the Jags.
Olathe West has done that last drive, Mill Valley. Olathe West did a nice job of stopping the run. Made Cooper go up in the air. We'll see what happens here.
Cooper out of the shotgun. Pistol formation. Hartman in the backfield. Marsh takes a handoff. Gives it to, there was a beautiful bulldozer right there by number 3, Jacob Hartman. He only got 3 or 4 on the play, but he certainly rolled over his defender. The defender stuck with it, though, and he made the play.
Defender didn't make that tackle. Hartman was gone. He had one man to beat, and there was somebody blocking him on that wide out.
10, 9, 8 seconds. It looks like they're probably going to let the clock run out. 3, 2, 1, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. First quarter's in the book. So Olathe West 7, Mill Valley 10, and we will be right back on 810 Varsity.
Showing up for our team. And when we do, we build something special. We become something bigger, more than something that can be defined on a map. We become a community with a shared understanding that when we rise together, we rise higher. Community America, powering the rise of Kansas City.
Nice recovery on the fumble. Cooper Marsh got on it just in time.
Makes for a long third down here, Sean. Olathe West fans are rattling in the seats here.
Olathe West would love to get a big stop right here.
Crowd's really into it over here in Olathe.
Let's see, we have an empty backfield. Marsh takes the ball on the ground again. He's able to pick it up. And now he's going to run. He's got a little bit of room to the left side. Now he's going to pass, and he's got Kendrick Jones wide open in the touchdown. Mill Valley.
I'm not sure.
Touchdown, Kendrick Jones.
Cooper did a great job of scrambling there. He dropped the snap, picked it up, had to scramble. Looked like he was going to run, try to get a first down, then found Kendrick wide open in the end zone.
10:34 left in the second quarter. Mill Valley 16 pending the extra point. Olathe West 7. Thanks to another long run by Jacob Hartman. And what do you think there, David Smith? What stands out to you about that drive?
Well, big plays. Olathe had a chance to get Cooper in the backfield there.
As we watch Chris Tennett's kick up and good. Makes the score Mill Valley 17, Olathe West 7. 10:34 left in the second quarter.
Olathe West is putting more pressure on Cooper, that's for sure. Cooper was able to scramble out of that one. Like I said, hit Kendrick wide open in the end zone. Nice job of keeping moving on your route. Looks like there was some backyard football being played on that last play. Super job of Kendrick to find a soft spot in the end zone for a touchdown.
After that long run, Jacob Hartman, with 10:34 left in the second quarter, has now rushed for 191 yards on 12 carries. Average of about 16 yards a carry. How's that for math?
Not bad. Thank
you.
That helps when you got the screen right in front of you. But
Well, hey, you know what?
I'll put my shoes back on.
It's about time. All right. Back with you here, waiting for the Chris
Sean,
Tennant kickoff.
I have noticed there is quite a bit of a wind blowing south to north. Chris was kicking against that in the first quarter. He's got the wind at his back now, and
that's going to be out of the back of the end zone for another touchback.
That's 8 yards out of the end zone. So that looks like we had
like 12, but okay.
8-12. Looks like we had a Jaguar offside there.
A little anxious on the kickoff team. Probably going to make Mr. Tennant kick it again. Like David said, a little bit of a wind, so we shouldn't have any trouble kicking out of the back of the end zone again.
Didn't get a lot of height on that one, but
Back D for the Owls, number 3, Will Krasowski.
Kriskowski.
Yes,
Kriskowski.
Krzyzkowski. Hell of a player. Krzyzkowski. First name Will. He's a 6'1 junior. Third-year junior.
Tennant with a kickoff. Gets his foot into it.
And deep into the end zone, about 9 yards deep.
9 yards deep. That's nice. Good kick. So the wind at his back.
Owls are going to start it from their own 20-yard line. Down by 10, 10:34 left in the second quarter. Looking to get something going here.
I'd say that last series of downs, I didn't see Jagan.
It looks like he's back in there now,
Back
David.
in there now. 22, Droop. Yeah, he's linebackers are Dalton Harvey and Colton Jagan.
Olathe West, 80 yards from pay dirt.
10:34, so you think they still might try to pick on these D-backs.
7 seconds on the play clock. Burge gets the snap, hands off, right up the middle. Another handoff, pardon me. Another handoff to number 15, Favreau.
Middle of the defensive line did great there. Aiden Shepard and Ethan Kramer they just bottled that play up.
Not sure they have anybody named Shepard on the Jags.
Schaefer.
I think you're looking for Schaefer.
Aiden
David.
Schaefer. Thank you for
Thanks, Bob.
pointing
All
that out.
right, that's going to make it second and 10 for the Owls. Still at their twin fact, probably just a little bit shy of the 20. Spurge takes the snap, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper out the middle, and he's got nothing.
Ball's
The
out.
ball is out, and Mill Valley thinks he have it, and so does the ref, and it's going to be
Trey
turnover.
Worcester.
Owls first down. Jags.
Trey Worcester with the pickup.
Don't call me Worcester. Trey Worcester.
Worcester. Nice job.
Scores 32 on the ACT. Not sure
Colton
how I
Jagan
did
and
that.
Dalton Harvey there with the stop. I think Dalton stripped that ball, and Worcester came up and picked it up.
Owl defense looking for a big stop here. 9:52 left to go in the second quarter. Mill Valley 17, Olathe West 7. Cooper Marsh, Jacob Hartman in the backfield.
Ethan Kramer going both ways now, playing at right guard.
Single receiver set to the near side. That's Ty Reiches. Looks like the Owls are going with a 5-man front, trying to stop that run. Another handoff to Jacob Hartman right up the middle, and he's got about 5 on the carry.
99 on the tackle. Trevor Van Zant.
Seen him on the field quite a bit, making some plays tonight.
He
For the
has
Owls.
at least 3 tackles. Spread things out a little bit, double tight.
Marsh waits for the snap. He wants to pass. He's looking over to the right side. He has is that Hartman on the far side.
That's Ty Reiches, I believe,
That's Ty
number 12.
Reiches, number 12 for the Jags. And did he have enough for the first down?
He did not. They're going to call him about, nope, they
I'm
do.
going to say it is a first down based on the
7
line
inches.
judges
7 inches.
signaling. 7 or 8.
Tell you,
Going to be first and 10 from about the 11-yard line for the Jags. Cooper Marsh, Jacob Hartman in the backfield, and Hartman goes in motion. Twins to the near side. Cooper Marsh takes the snap, hands off to Hartman. He's got some more room on the left side. He takes it all the way down to the 5. It's going to bring up second down and, about 5 to pay dirt for the Jags.
Saxton Hall with a nice block there from his center position. Came off to the left to kind of lead that play. Hartman just followed him through the hole.
Olathe West getting some pressure, but Mill Valley doing a good job of spreading it out and sending the runners to the outside, trying to isolate those DNs.
So that was Hunter Johns on that pickup the play
Second
before.
down, Marsh looks to pass, and he's got Kendrick Jones, and he drops the ball in the end zone. Good coverage there by the Owls, and that is
Number 44.
number 44. That's Sam Butler, one of the great linebackers for the Owls. Great play to save a touchdown there.
Yeah, Cooper just threw it a little bit behind him, and linebacker made a great play to break that catch up.
Third down, 6 to go. And it looks like Coach Appleby wants to take a timeout for the Jags. 8:34 left in the second quarter. Mill Valley 17, Olathe West 7, and we'll be right back here on 810varsity.com.
What your goals are. Competing at the next level, participating in a local 5K, or leading your team to state. The Sports Medicine Center at Children's Mercy is here to provide comprehensive 360-degree care for student athletes. Performance training, injury prevention, rehab services, nutrition, mental wellness, surgery, and more. It's not just about the next goal or the one after that. It's about supporting a lifetime of sport and helping every student athlete play healthy.
Back at it here with 8:34 left in the second quarter. Mill Valley driving deep into the Owls territory. Third down for the Jags.
Both cornerbacks on an island.
It's like we have, who do we have? We have Jacob Hartman in the single back set. Handoff to Hartman. And he takes it to the right side, and he is in for the
in.
touchdown. Touchdown, Mill Valley. Jacob Hartman, second touchdown on the night.
Senior offensive lineman, 75, Sam Heck with the lead block there. Pulled from his left tackle spot and just cleared the way for Hartman. Hartman had one man to beat. Drove his way into the end zone. Great play by Hartman.
23-7 pending the extra point. Jags up on the Owls. Cooper Marsh sets the ball, 10 kicks, and it's good. 8:28 left in the first half. Mill Valley 24, Olathe West 7. What'd you like on that drive, David Smith?
Yeah, you got to like the offensive line. They're starting to dominate again. Cooper had no problems getting the ball off. The hole for Jacob Hartman has just been tremendous. Lead blocks from the offensive line have just been amazing. Just holes you could drive a truck through.
What kind of truck, David?
A white Ford.
A white Ford.
A white Ford.
It's got to be.
Well, it's kind of in memory of Whitey Ford, who passed away today. One of my favorite Yankee pitchers of all time.
Well done.
You know,
Lost some greats this week. Certainly Eddie Van Halen.
Eddie Van
Yes, all.
Halen. The Olathe Stadium was playing a little Van Halen as we came to the stadium today, and got to think an ode to Eddie Van Halen. Edward Van Halen. His friends call him Eddie. April Whitnauer.
Did you call him Eddie, David?
I did not. April Whitnauer was a close personal friend. Quinn's mom.
Is that right?
She posted some pictures of her and Edward.
Chris Tennant set to kick off again. Wind at his back. And looks like it's going to be a touchback again. Owls are going to start 1st and 10 from their own 20. Down by 17. Quick maths. Looking to get something going here.
Hey, you think they're going to go a little airborne. Still got quite a bit of time left in the second half, but the run game really hasn't worked for Olathe. I believe they're going to try to hit some quick outs.
Senior quarterback Alex Burge for the Owls, 4 for 6 for 30 yards. And a touchdown pass so far for the Owls. On the receiving front, Tanner Zimmerman, 2 receptions for 22 yards. Anthony Favreau, 1 for 6. And Dane Hutchins, 1 for 2. Burge takes the snap, and he tries to get it out to number 10.
Luke Bishop.
Luke Bishop trying to get in on the action. Overthrown just a tad, couldn't bring it down. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Owls.
I like to hit that tight end over the middle, too. I watched that game against Lawrence a couple weeks ago. And they like to try to get that ball across the middle to the tight end.
2nd and 10 for the Owls. Burge waiting for the snap. And a handoff to Favreau up the middle, and he's got nothing.
Cody Moore collapsed on that. Very nice. Drew Powers there with the tackle.
Ethan Kramer, Cole James Clouder also in on the play.
Trey Worcester come up and laid the wood.
Not Wooster, Trey Worcester.
Worcester.
Felton Harvey having a nice game again.
Hey, Drew Powers has been in the thick of things most of the night. I believe he's
Sophomore center for the Owls, the brother of quarterback Alex Burge. Burge takes the snap, and he looks to the side. He's got a man, and overthrown just out of bounds. Good coverage by Cole James Clouder on the play. Looks like he was going for number 10 Zimmerman again, number 14 Tanner Zimmerman.
That's a tough pass there for any quarterback when you sprint out there to the left and have to stop and throw right. You just put a little bit too much on that. It's going to bring up a long 4th down.
No question, Burge certainly has a rocket for an arm. I'm sure we're going to see that a little bit more as the game progresses. 4th down for the Owls in punt formation.
You'd like to think Mill Valley will try to fair catch this.
Tanner Steenbach with another nice punt. And it's returned by Jacob Hartman at the 40. Runs into his own teammate. Looks like he ran into number 16,
Trey Worcester.
Trey Worcester.
Tell you what, he caught that ball, and he was already ahead of 4 or 5 Olathe West Owls.
I think the Owls probably thought he was going to fair catch that ball.
Yep, that was a nice play.
1st and 10 for the Jags. Starting with pretty good field position in Owl territory, about the 36-yard line of the Owls. Senior quarterback Cooper Marsh, senior, a little bit of everything utility player, Jacob Hartman in the backfield, filling in for an injured Quinn Whitnauer. Pistol formation. Marsh takes a snap. He's looking to pass. He's got someone over the middle. Looks like Kendrick Jones and the reception. He's at the 10, the 5, and he reaches in, and that's a touchdown. Mill Valley, Kendrick Jones.
So he locked in on Kendrick Jones. Knew he was going to be open. Kendrick made a nice move there at the 5 and stretched out for the touchdown.
Kendrick Jones with his second score of the evening. Big 6'5" junior. Certainly a big target.
Tell you what, this kind of turned into a high-scoring game. It was 7-3 at half, or first quarter.
Okay, all right.
Boy,
I say, what game are you watching here?
I got 2 games going on here. Kevin Harlan
More than that in
Jr.
your head.
Kevin Harlan Jr.
Attendance kick is up, and it is good. It's going to make it Mill Valley 31, Olathe West 7. 7:26 left in the first half.
Hey, another big question is, are they going to keep Cooper Marsh in? How healthy are those ribs?
I'd say they look pretty healthy
They
right now,
look
David.
pretty healthy right now, but why take a chance if you're up a little bit? But, boy, I know we watched Cooper warm up a couple weeks ago, and he was ready to go then. Senior quarterback, played since his sophomore year. Good player. Baseball player, I believe.
Well, we're calling a football game tonight, but thanks for the input there, David. All right,
Back to you,
so
Bob.
here we are. Kickoff for the Jags, leading 31-7. That's a 24-point lead, David. 7:26 left in the first half. Chris Tennant, number 99, getting ready to kick off for the Jags.
It's your math skills that impress me most about you, Sean.
That's right. Graduated University of Nebraska, where the N stands for knowledge.
It does stand for knowledge.
Thank you. Back deep again for the Owls. Number 3, Will Kriskowski. Tennant's kick. And gonna hit.
It's good.
Did it go through the uprights?
It's good.
Well, he doesn't get any points for that, David, but appreciate your enthusiasm. 1st and 10 from their own 20 to start their next drive for the Owls. Quarterback Alex Berg on the night, 4 for 8 for 30 yards and a touchdown. Berg's doing a real good job of taking care of the ball. He's just not able to get some of those receivers open. Mill Valley playing a little bit closer coverage tonight, try to take away those short passes, those short out routes.
Looks like all their coverage has been man-to-man, and they definitely are playing 3 yards off the ball now, so they are playing press.
Burge takes a snap, hands off to Favreau up the middle, and he's got a little bit of room. Nice little run, 4 yards, cloud of dust on the artificial turf. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Owls. I think that was the longest run they've had so far.
I believe that would be recycled tire, but dust, I get what you're saying.
7:03 left in the first half. Mill Valley 31, Olathe West 7. Senior quarterback Alex Burge waiting for the snap. Wants to pass. He's got a receiver on the out, and that's number 10 again. Number 10 for the Owls.
Luke Bishop
6'2 senior, big target for Burge.
came out of the slot position there, waited for the wide receiver to clear, and just took a 5-yard out. Nice play.
Going to give the Owls a first down.
Owls are moving a little quicker.
A little higher tempo, 6:30 left in the first half. Owls down, 7-31. Hands off to Favreau up the middle, and he barrels over, and he's got some room. He's at the 40, 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Touchdown, Olathe West. Anthony Favreau.
I'll tell you what, he trucked over a Mill Valley Jaguar linebacker and just put his shoulder down, laid the wood, and kept on going. Mill Valley couldn't catch him. Good run by the stocky halfback.
Stocky halfback. All right, we have Steenbach up in for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. It's going to make the score Mill Valley 31, Olathe West 14. What'd you like on that drive, David Smith?
Well, I like the Olathe started pushing the ball a little quicker. Try to get bigger chunks of yardage on each play, and Favreau finished it with a great run right up the middle. Like I said, trucked that Jaguar linebacker.
Football term, trucked.
Not sure if the linebacker saw him coming. He kind of just popped out. He's not a big guy. Popped out of
Do you think he drives a white
Ford
truck?
Whitey Ford.
Eddie Van Halen. All right. Wait for the kickoff. Mr. Steenbach again. Tanner Steenbach, 6-foot sophomore, handling the kicking duties for the Owls this evening.
It shouldn't be a long kick with the wind. He's got a nice gust blowing in his face. Should get the ball. Don't know about the 10-yard line. They might try a little trickeration.
Oh, trickeration.
Trickeration, that's a word. Look it up. I did
David
today.
Smith Dictionary. Okay.
My dictionary only has pictures.
6:17 left in the first half. Mill Valley 31, Olathe West 14. Olathe West over the ball, getting ready for the kickoff. Back deep, number 5, Kendrick Jones, and number 3, Jacob Hartman. A little squib kick, take by the up back, and that is...
33 for the Jaguars.
That's going to be number 33 for the Jaguars. That is Hunter Gray. And that's where the Jags are going to start from their own 39-yard line, just shy of the 39, 1st and 10, with 6:12 left in the first half.
Yeah, I wonder if Mill Valley is going to try to chew up some clock here. They're just going to keep the pressure on.
This is the first half, David. But yes, 31-14. Jags leading. Cooper Marsh takes it, hands off to Hartman, looks around for the left side again, and he's got some room. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 15, dragged down from behind, makes it all the way down to the Owls 10.
Okay, well, we could be looking at a Mill Valley record here for rushing this evening. Oh, our spotter, Jeff Broadbent, finds a holding penalty at the 42-yard line.
So that, I think that's the second penalty that has negated roughly 110 yards of rushing for Jacob Hartman, who so far tonight, 15 attempts, 206 yards for the Jags, 2 touchdowns, averaging nearly 14 yards a carry.
Roughly speaking. Oh, wait. Nope, that's actual math. My bad.
Sean Brewer, David Smith, Jeff Broadbent.
Jeff Broadbent spotted that flag. We were
Counting toes.
counting toes. Try to get a jump. Double tight set.
Marsh, Hartman in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Marsh looks to pass, and he's got a receiver on the top. It looks like it's number 12. That'd be Hunter Johns, the
nice
receiver.
Hunter came down on that ball, landed on the ball.
Good sportsmanship right there.
Yeah,
Looks like he's that'd be Robbie Durbin there helping a teammate up off the ground.
they're going to call that an incomplete pass. I thought he got it. That ball must have.
Nice coverage on the Owls. .5:30 left in the second quarter. Mill Valley 31, Olathe West 14. Mill Valley's got it second and about 19, and we've got a timeout on the field.
A little mix-up on who was going to take Hunter John's spot there. Aiden Jacobs, backup quarterback, getting pushed into wide receiver duty this evening.
A little mix-up on this broadcast. I was going to go to a commercial, but apparently we're going to stay right here. Thanks, David.
All right. well,
5:30 left in the first half. 31-14. Mill Valley leading here at College Boulevard Activity Center. Glad you're with us here on A10Varsity.com.
Thanks, Bob. Maybe
Timeout on the field.
communication is the key to success. That's what my wife tells me anyway.
Oh, you're married.
I am, Sean. School psychologist out here in the Olathe School District.
Oh, very nice. Sure she appreciates the shout out. All right, we are back. 5:30 left in the first half. Mill Valley 31, Olathe West 14. Second and about 19 for the Jags. Quarterback Cooper Marsh waits for the snap. Shotgun formation. He's looking to pass. He wants to pass over the middle, and he's got a receiver. Ooh, and it looks like Kendrick Jones.
I'll tell you what.
What was that, number 3? That's Will Krzyzkowski again on the coverage. Might have got there a little bit too soon, but I tell you what, that was good coverage on the play.
I thought they were going to came through the back, but I guess he...
Well, we do have some laundry on the field. Let's see what the call's going to be.
I believe they're going to call Sam Heck for holding, but he pancaked his defensive end and just buried him. They're going to call holding on Heck, but...
Oh, they're going to... What are they going to do?
I watched that block, and I think they're going to decline that penalty and make it 3rd and long.
Center Saxon Hall for the Jags, hurrying up to the ball, wanting to snap it. Yeah, they're going to talk it over just a little bit. 20 seconds on the play clock.
Left tackle for the Jaguars dominates quite a bit. They've been called for a few holding penalties that, in my opinion, should not have been called. 7 seconds on the play clock.
Marsh takes the snap, wants to pass. He's got number 19, Reiches, down the sideline, and it is complete. He's at the 20, the 15. He's knocked out of bounds at around the 16-yard line of the Owls.
Cooper just laid that ball up, and
Casey Marlette on the coverage for the Owls does a good job of knocking him out of bounds, saving the touchdown.
Ty just ran underneath that ball and just placed perfectly by Cooper Marsh, senior quarterback.
Ty Reiches for the Jags, one of the fastest on the team, as Coach Appleby says. Snap, handoff to Hartman. Tries to go to the right side, nothing doing. Stacked up with a gain of about a half a yard.
99, Vinzan again on the tackle.
Hartman trying to add to his 206-yard total in the first half. 2 touchdowns.
We got Sam Butler in the middle, 44, also on that tackle.
Marsh waits for the snap. Hands off to Hartman. Picks up another 3 off of the right side.
Safety came up. No, I'm sorry, 44.
That's 44. 44
Sam
for
Butler.
the Owls.
Sam Butler, nice tackle.
6'1" senior out of Olathe, Kansas. 4th-year senior.
4th-year senior. Okay.
That's how they do it in Kansas.
Toughest 4 years of my life.
3rd grade. All right, 3rd down for the Jags.
2nd.
Cooper Marsh waits for the snap, wants to pass. He's got a receiver in the end zone just out of reach of number 5, Kendrick Jones. And he was well covered by the Owls.
Hey, Cooper locked on Kendrick, waited for him to make that cut to that post corner.
Number 1, Reggie Dennis, the 5'10" senior for the Owls, sniffed that one out in a hurry.
Good coverage.
Brings up 4th down, and on comes Chris Tennant for the Jags. Ball's going to be spotted at around the 20-yard line.
Not a lot of people know, but Chris Tennant's probably a better soccer player than he is a kicker.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. Tennant with the 2nd field goal on the night makes the score Mill Valley 34, Olathe West 14. Mill Valley up by 20 to end the first half.
Once again, showing off his math skills. Thank you, Sean.
You are welcome. And to please right here, 3:48 left in the first half. What'd you like in that drive, David Smith?
Jacob Hartman.
All right, thanks for that analysis.
Well, I was trying to think about how many yards he actually had on that drive, but one of the plays got called back from holding. I'll tell you, like I said, Jacob's probably looking at a record Mill Valley rushing game today. Not sure what that record would be, but there's been a lot of good running backs in the past for Mill Valley. And Hartman stepping in as a wide receiver for the injured Quinn Wittenauer.
3:48 left in the second quarter. Mill Valley up by 20, 34-14 over the Owls of Olathe West. Oh, as we await the kickoff by number 99, senior Chris Tennant. Looks like it's another one out of the end zone.
It's good.
And the Owls will start at first and 10 from their own 20. Position they've been familiar with most of the evening. It's the fourth time they've started from their own 20. Olathe West really hoping to get something going here to close out the first half. Touchdown to bring them within a couple of scores. I think they probably feel good about that going into the locker room at halftime.
Tell you what, 3:48 left. Jaguars get a 3 and out. Got a chance to score again. I believe they kick off next half.
Or do you think they're going to try to waste some more time there, David?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, they didn't really pass the ball that
Senior
last.
quarterback Alex Birch takes the snap, hands off to Favreau up the middle, going back to what got him the score last drive.
Trey Worcester blew that play up in the backfield.
That's Worcester, but
Trey Worcester.
gain of 2 on the play. It brings up 2nd and 8. 3:29 left in the second quarter. Olathe trying to get something going here, looking for a little bit of spark.
No, they're not as quick-paced as they were on that last drive.
Trips to the far side. Single back set, out of the pistol. Burge waits for the snap. He wants to pass. He's going to keep it. And he's going to get taken down by, looks like number 10, Colton Jiggin. About the 4-yard line.
3,300 Gray was in on that one, too. Jaguars look like they took a timeout. Yep.
Good pressure there by the defensive ends for the Jaguars. Jaguars down a couple of players, most notably number 48, I believe.
Cole Nappin.
That's exactly right, who is out for the rest of the season with a torn ACL. Of course, the
Torn in practice, I believe, too.
standout defensive end, son of Terry and Mr. Nappin.
Kurt.
He goes by Kurt.
I believe he goes by Kurt. Shawnee City Council.
Well, name dropping now. 3 minutes left in the first half. Mill Valley 34, Olathe West 14. We're going to keep it right here during this timeout.
Jaguars have 2 timeouts left. You got to figure they're going to keep this ball on the ground, so to make Mill Valley use that timeout if they can't get a first down.
Nice crowd here tonight. Everybody wearing their mask and appropriately socially distanced.
He's going to put it up.
Urge takes the snap and he wants to throw, and it is incomplete.
Broken up on the play by Trey Worcester. Nice job by the senior D-back.
Number 21, Elijah Blewett, senior, 6 foot, out of Olathe, Kansas, 4th-year senior. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Owls and in punt formation, and we have
2:54 left in the quarter.
2:54 left in the quarter.
And half.
Tanner Steinbach.
Fractions.
Low snap, hits the ground, but he's able to get it away. And it looks like it might have been touched by a Jaguar defender, covered by the Owls. They're looking, and it looks like it might be Owl ball.
They didn't spot. Well, they did spot with the ball hit him at the 47-yard line.
The Jaguar defense is already on the field expecting this call to go in favor of the Owls. That might be just the break that Olathe West has been looking for.
I don't believe you can.
Got a little official huddle.
Well, you can't run a muff. So the ball's going to be where off. I think they're going to call
Well,
illegal man downfield or legal touch.
no touching. 2:44 left in the first half. It's going to be 1st and 10 Jags after that punt. They're going to start inside Owl territory once again. Going to be at around the 46, 47-yard line of the Owls. And they're going to talk about it a little
Well,
bit
there's
more.
some confusion. The referee came over here to get the ball for Olathe West, but the offense for the Jaguars are on the field. So I believe one official believes the ball should be Olathe West.
Coach T.J. O'Neill for the Owls making his case.
Yeah, they're going to bring in the game ball now for the Mill Valley Jaguars and throw the Olathe. So one official thought the ball was Olathe West, so they're going to switch balls out. It's a little bit of confusion there on what player touched the ball.
So we're back at it again. 1st and 10 Mill Valley from the 47 of the Owls. Quarterback Cooper Marsh takes a snap, and he's going to keep it himself on the right side, looking for some room, and he's got the first down and a little bit more. Pickup of about 12 or 13 on the play.
Right guard, right tackle pulled on that play and fooled the defense. Everybody thought Jacob Hartman was getting the ball. Nice keep by Cooper Marsh.
Nice play by it's Tommy Pinner there on the right side. Cooper Marsh takes a snap, wants to throw it to the outside. Pass is incomplete. The Owls getting a little bit more pressure on that play.
13.
Remy Burris, 5'11" junior, on the coverage.
Lake Williams in the ball game now. Pass was intended for him. Came in a little hot from Cooper. And more discussions.
24. Oh, looks like they're going to pull it back. It's going to make it about, where are they going to spot it at, the 40?
That's a 5-yard penalty. It's going to be 2nd and 15.
10 and 5 is 15 indeed.
Shoes stayed on.
Thank you, David Smith.
You're welcome.
Empty backfield. Trips to the near side. Twins to the far. Cooper Marsh takes a step back. He's got a receiver over the middle. And what an acrobatic catch by number 19, Ty Righteous.
The ball was just a little bit behind Ty, and he adjusted and made it, as you said, acrobatic catch. Just
Ty the contortionist, Righteous on the catch.
what concentration by the senior. I don't know if that was planned. Cooper just threw it a tad bit behind him or what. But
1st and goal for the Jags from about the 2-yard line. Handoff to Hartman, and he is
stood up.
real close to the goal line, but it looks like the Owls did a good job of keeping him out of the end zone. It's going to be 2nd and goal from about the half-yard line.
Number 3. It's like Will Kriskowski.
Kriskowski,
Laid the wood there.
not afraid to reach out and touch someone. Handoff to Hartman up the middle, and he is in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Mill Valley. Jacob Hartman, 3rd touchdown on the evening rather.
Maybe followed Ethan Kramer there, but well, no, Ethan's not on the field. Yep, there goes Ethan. Went off that right guard. Ethan just
1:37 left in the first half. Getting the extra point by Chris Tennant, 40-14 Mill Valley.
Sean, did you expect this kind of scoring after the first quarter? 7-3, 10-3, I believe. 10-7,
Absolutely.
10-7, 10-7. My bad. You expected that? You expected this
Well,
much
of course.
scoring? Okay.
Absolutely. Through my hours of preparation for the game. 1:37 left here at Seaback. The home team, Olathe West, in a little bit of a deficit against the Jags from Mill Valley. The Battle of K7. Schools about, 5, 7, 6 miles apart.
7-8. Let's go with 7, Bob.
7 works for me. Jeff, about 7 miles? 7.4. Jeff Broadbent, thank you very much.
That's why he gets paid the big bucks, Sean.
That's right. Chris Tennant kicking off from his own 40-yard line, looking for another touchback. So far this game, time of possession has been pretty equal with Mill Valley at around 8.5 minutes. Olathe West at just about 8 minutes.
Yeah. So many big plays for the Jaguars. 2 penalties, brought 2 of them back.
Tennett's kick is out of the end zone.
That's wide left.
And the Owls are going to start once again from their own 20-yard line. 80 yards to touchdown. 1:37 left in the first half. What do you expect from Olathe West to finish out the half here, David Smith?
I don't know if they just want to get in, if they want to try to get a quick score. We'll see what they do here on first down. Should tell us.
Quick score as opposed to a long, drawn-out score. That
Well, we don't have a lot of long, drawn-out time, Sean, but
touche, David Smith. Touche.
so quick score, yeah, quick score.
Now we have quick mass and quick scores potentially by the Owls. Quarterback Alex Birch waits for the snap, hands off to Favreau.
Ball's down.
Ball is out, and the Jags think they have it.
They do.
And no signal, and yes, it looks like Jaguar ball. They're going to have 1st and 10 at the about 11-yard line, or 16-yard line.
Number 91, Cody Moore, filling in for Knappen, the injured Knappen. I believe he stripped that ball and fell on the fumble. Cody Moore Jr., 6 foot 207.
Filling in for the injured Cole Knappen.
Thank you, Cole Knappen.
Little shout out to Mr. Knappen. We just got word that he's watching us from his hospital room this evening. Hands off to Jacob Hartman. He loves that left side, and he's going to pick up about 7 more yards to add to his total of about 230 so far tonight.
Nice tackle by number 80 there, Kobe Poindexter. He didn't make that tackle. Hartman will have his 4th touchdown in the half.
Owls doing a great job right up the middle. But now it looks like they're going to start pulling in a linebacker to seal that left edge a little bit. Marsh waits for the snap. He's going to hand it off again to Hartman. Nothing doing. He might have got one on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Jags. Clock is ticking, 45 seconds left in the first half.
Nice tackle by the Mike Anderson, the junior for Olathe West.
Former Missouri basketball coach. Cooper Marsh.
No relation.
Exactly. Cooper Marsh takes a snap. He wants to throw, and he's got a receiver wide open in the end zone. And is that...
Touchdown.
That is a touchdown.
Napoli.
Jared Napoli, number 87, junior, tight end.
He had to go down and get that one. Cooper put that a little bit behind him, but put it where no one else could catch it. Junior made a nice catch.
Following up on the acrobatic catch to get him in scoring position by Ty Reiches.
Contortionist, I believe you used that.
Contortionist. Reminds me I need to get a massage schedule.
Word of the day, toilet paper. Here we go.
And Chris Tennett's kick is up, and it's good. With about 27 seconds left, in fact, it is 27 seconds left in the first half, Mill Valley 48, Olathe West 14.
Okay, Tennett's going to get tired here after a while.
That's why he gets paid the big bucks.
Well, not yet, but his goal is to get paid the big bucks. Like I said, worked out with the likes of Harrison Butker, Dustin Colquitt, Gabriel Velasquez this summer.
And where'd they do that there, David?
I believe it was at the high school.
Sedalia?
No, Bob. Mill Valley. I believe that's where Chris met up with
Mill Valley out of Shawnee, Kansas.
Shawnee, Kansas, not Shawnee,
Oklahoma.
Shawnee County, Topeka.
27 seconds left in the first half. Mill Valley 48, Olathe West 14. I know Olathe West would love to have the 48.
You don't think they're done scoring for the night, but I'll tell you what, Mill Valley's defense has been pretty dominant.
Tennett's kick. And looks like that one also is going to sail out of the back of the end zone. Once again, the Owls will start at their own 20-yard line. trying to get a little bit of a spark here to close out the first half.
Well, you like to think, I don't think TJ is going to go ahead and take a knee, but you like to think they just like to get in halftime right now and regroup. Coach O'Neill, sorry.
Coach T.G. O'Neill, a protege of Mill Valley coach Joel Appleby.
My son played for him. Spoke very fondly of Coach McNeil.
McNeil, I think it's O'Neill, but
O'Neill.
O'Neill.
And his brother McNeil.
And handoff to Favreau up the middle, and he's got about 2 yards. Clock's ticking. We're down to about 15 seconds left in the first half. And that might be the last play. It looks like Olathe West not in a big hurry to get another snap off.
That's going to do it for the half.
And that's going to do it where we have a score here of Mill Valley 48, Olathe West 14. And we will be right back after these messages.
Whether we're rising to meet a moment or the moment comes to meet us, we make our mark by showing up for our team. And when we do, we build something special. We become something bigger, more than something that can be defined on a map. We become a community with a shared understanding that when we rise together, we rise higher. Community America, powering the rise of Kansas City.
No matter what your goals are, competing at the next level, participating in a local 5K, or leading your team to state. The Sports Medicine Center at Children's Mercy is here to provide comprehensive 360-degree care for student athletes. Performance training, injury prevention, rehab services, nutrition, mental wellness, surgery, and more. It's not just about the next goal or the one after that. It's about supporting a lifetime of sport and helping every student athlete play healthy.
When it comes to painting the exterior or interior,
You're up at Academy Sports and Outdoors. It's back to school time, and at Academy, your favorite brands are all in play. Like Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, Crocs, Puma, and the North Face. Bring on the fun and get out there. Whether you're playing for the home team or perfecting your game at home, at Academy, we'll bring the fun to you. Buy online and pick up curbside or in-store and get free shipping on orders over $25.
Gear up at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
High school sports fans, Trent Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on and on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com. High school sports fans, Trent Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on and on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com.
no matter what your goals are. Competing at the next level, participating in a local 5K, or leading your team to state. The Sports Medicine Center at Children's Mercy is here to provide comprehensive 360-degree care for student athletes. Performance training, injury prevention, rehab services, nutrition, mental wellness, surgery, and more. It's not just about the next goal or the one after that. It's about supporting a lifetime of sport and helping every student athlete play healthy.
Back with you here, Sean Brewer, David Smith, Jeff Broadbent from College Boulevard Activity Center here in beautiful Olathe, Kansas, where the Jaguars have opened up a commanding 48-14 lead over the Owls of Olathe West. What's your takeaways for the first half, David Smith?
Well, the return of Cooper Marsh, senior quarterback, after cracking 3 ribs 3 weeks ago against Bentonville. You got to like what he's done. But the big surprise is the senior wide receiver moved to running back to replace Quinn Wittenauer with an injured left ankle. Jacob Hartman.
Number 3, Jacob Hartman, fourth-year senior out of Shawnee, Kansas. 21 attempts, 222 first-half yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, remember, he had 2 long plays of over 40 yards called back. So, I mean, who would have expected that out of the backup running back? We didn't even know it was a backup running back when it was a surprise to all of us when Quinn wasn't suited up today, but Jacob has stepped up and, like you said earlier, next man up.
Passing on the evening so far for Mill Valley, Cooper Marsh, 9 completions after 17 attempts, 185 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Hey,
2 of those touchdowns have gone to junior wide receiver Kendrick Jones, who has 2 receptions, 67 yards. All this kid does is score touchdowns. Same with Jared Napoli, 1 reception, 8 yards, and guess what? That's a touchdown as well. For the Owls, they've had a struggle trying to get anything going through the air. Quarterback Alex Berg is 5 of 10 for 41 yards and a touchdown pass to number 9, Dane Hutchins.
I'll tell you, if you watch any game film of earlier games for the Jaguars. The D-backs have been picked on a little bit on those short yardage routes, but they have came to play. I think they're tired of it too. They're playing press coverage, not letting anybody get behind them, just really playing well. All four.
High school sports fans, Trent Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathe, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com. High school sports fans, Trent Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathe, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com. Trent Green here, and when I Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com.
Thinking of building that dream home, Preeb Homes has become one of the largest home builder companies in the Kansas City metro area. Preeb Homes is a family-owned third-generation builder based in Olathe, Kansas. Since 1979, Preeb Homes has built over 5,000 homes in the KC metro area. We strive to build quality yet affordable new homes with our professional staff. Check out how to get started at PreebHomesInc.com. That's PRIEB Homes Inc.com, or simply call 780-3399 and get started today. From hosting solutions to website development, SiteWorks will handle your business technology needs. Turn to a local reputable company for your website and hosting needs. SiteWorks is a Kansas City company who will help you take care of everything technology related from A to Z. Visit us anytime at siteworks.com, which is CYTE works.com, or call 816-272-5246. SiteWorks, proudly supporting Mill Valley and Olathe West online broadcast. Back with us here at CBAC in Olathe, Kansas, as Mill Valley is hanging on to a 48-14 lead over Olathe West. About 4 minutes left until we start the third quarter. Looking at some of the stats for Olathe West to close out the first half, as we said, quarterback Alex Burge, not a lot going in the air, but he's certainly trying. He's completed 5 of 10 for 41 yards and a touchdown. Rushing the ball, Olathe West looked like they were starting to move the ball a little bit more successfully toward the end of the first half, David Smith, with Anthony Favreau running for 86 yards on 11 attempts, averaging about 8 yards a carry and a touchdown.
He's done that long, one long run there. Every carry he's had, it's been tough yardage. Mill Valley defense has played really well tonight. Line has stopped him pretty much in his tracks except for that long run. So I'm impressed by Burge, senior quarterback. He's been pressured quite a bit. And I think he'd like to have a little bit more success, but he scrambled quite a bit throughout that first half.
Receiving for the Owls, led by number 14, Tanner Zimmerman, 2 receptions for 22 yards. Luke Bishop, Anthony Favreau, and Dane Hutchins, all with 1 reception respectively. Tanner Steenbach has certainly got a workout tonight for the Owls. Of his 4 kicks, he's totaled 121 yards, averaging about 30 yards a punt. And quarterback Alex Burge with a pooch punt was able to get 66 yards and down at about the 1-foot line on his kick. Kick returning for the Owls, Will Krzyzkowski, 1 return for 24 yards.
Nicely done.
Thank you. On the defensive side for the Owls, Grant Finley coming down with a big interception to kill a Mill Valley drive. David Smith, I know Olathe West would love to get a few more of those turnovers to start the second half.
Well, that turnover definitely set up a score for Olathe West. Left them a short field, about the 35-yard line, and 3 or 4 plays later they popped that in.
Third down conversion attempts for Mill Valley. They are 5 of 8. Olathe West is 1 for 6, and the 1 fourth down conversion attempt made tonight by Mill Valley, they were 0 for 1 on those. Penalties, which started out to be a big factor in the game, have cooled off just a little bit. However, Mill Valley is still Adding up the penalties so far, they have 6 penalties for 40 yards. Olathe West, another disciplined game. So far, they've only had 2 penalties for a total of 10 yards.
The farther Mill Valley gets this season, the more they're going to have to realize that these penalties are just killing them, shooting themselves in the foot. It's not. I don't think it's going to hurt Mill Valley tonight, but it's definitely hurt them in the past, and they've got to get that under control. To be honest, Olathe West, pretty disciplined team. Came from like you said earlier, Coach O'Neill, coached with Appleby at Mill Valley, so. Kind of the same discipline is taught both sides of the ball.
Kind of brings the same lunch pail, blue collar mentality to
Exactly.
this team.
Good call there.
Olathe West has run 27 plays to Mill Valley's 42 so far. Total offense for the Jaguars, 416 yards in the first half to 134 for the Owls. Time of possession, about 14 minutes for Mill Valley and about 9 for Olathe West. Rushing attempts led by everything running back receiver Jacob Hartman. 24 attempts for 231 yards. The Owls, 17 attempts for 93. 185 yards passing for the Jaguars so far and 41 yards passing for the Owls. Owls have lost 2 fumbles. Mill Valley has lost 1. Each have 2 turnovers. Mill Valley has 15 first downs compared to the 6 for Olathe West.
We like to think Mill Valley is going to come out and pound the ball with Jacob Hartman this second half. You got to figure that's going to be their way of getting the ball down the field. Olathe West, well, you just don't know. I mean, you like to think that they try to take advantage of the DBs for Mill Valley, but so far Mill Valley stepped up and played really well in the defensive backfield.
Quarterback Alex Bird certainly would love to be able to throw some more passes, but the front line of Mill Valley not allowing him enough time to really set up and get comfortable there in the backfield.
You can't sit in the pocket like you're talking about. They've had him sprint out a few times. And that's just a tough throw to make when you're on the run.
2 minutes left until kickoff of the second half here at Seaback. Mill Valley 48, Olathe West 14, and we'll be right back. And as we wait the second half kickoff by the Jaguars, I'd like to wish a couple of special people on both sides of the field birthdays tonight. We've got a request to wish Teresa Smith very happy 32nd birthday. Big supporter of Olathe West football. And Linda Roth, it is her 41st birthday. Big fan of the Jaguars. So happy birthday to both ladies. And best of luck to both of your teams in the second half. Chris Tennant over the ball, looking to kick. And sails into the end zone again. And if you remember, about 5 or 6 times in the first half where Olathe West started from their own 20-yard line, they're going to be doing it again here to start the second half. Sean Brewer, David Smith, and Jeff Broadbent here. Thanks for joining us at 810varsity.com. Glad to have you tonight.
Looks like the Jaguars still have all their starters on the field. Appleby will try to score keeps like this, he's going to try to get some subs in.
It's Coach Joel Appleby of the Mill Valley sideline. 1st and 10, Owls from the 20-yard line. Quarterback Burge pitches to Favreau, picks up about 2, brings up 2nd and 8 for the Owls.
Well, Worcester stayed home there, made a nice stop on the option. Keyed on his man, made a nice tackle. Gain of 3.
2nd down for the Owls, 22-yard line, 11:32 left in the third quarter. Burge takes a snap, and he wanted to go to the near side, trying to hook up with number 14, Tanner Zimmerman, just out of his reach.
Nope, they're going to give him a catch.
Well, yes, they are.
Nice play. I'll tell you, number 8, Dalton Harvey, almost got his paw on that one.
3rd down and about 5. We're going to call it 4 for the Owls. Burge takes the snaps, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by number
16. That's Trey Worcester.
Trey Worcester for Mill Valley. Touchdown, Mill Valley. Trey Worcester on the interception.
Well, he just read that route, just came up in a safety position and just made a nice pick. I don't believe that's his man there, but he came up and just snuck in front of that ball or pass and ran it to the house.
Mill Valley looks like they're set up at the swinging gate, see what the formation's like. Now, standard formation, waiting for the Chris Tennant point after attempt. 11:18 left in the third quarter with the point after attempt by Chris Tennant, which is good. Mill Valley 55, Olathe West 14. Not exactly the start that Olathe West was looking for to start the second half.
No, I think they're going to have to open it up and try to get the ball a little deeper. Mill Valley D-backs are playing a great game today, just a great game.
Olathe West certainly has the receivers that can make the big plays on the year. One of their top receivers, James Barry Frazier, has 164 yards receiving on the year. He averages almost 15 yards a reception.
6'2", 170 senior. Frazier.
Try to get him involved a little bit more.
We're just going to have to open it up a little bit. They've been trying that out route for, quite a bit this evening and completed a few passes. But like I said, the Jaguar D-backs are right there.
55-14, 11:18 left in the third quarter. Mill Valley on top of Olathe West. As we await another Chris Tennant kickoff. South to north, wind at his back. And once again, did he get it through?
I think that was good.
Got it through. No points.
No points.
Certainly exciting for the young man out of Shawnee, Kansas. Headed to, where is it? Kansas State University, I believe.
Committed to K-State early. Decided that really liked the special team coach up there at K-State. Kind of wanted to stay close to home, too, so his parents could go watch.
Mill Valley and Olathe West, even though they haven't been in the same league, they're not strangers to each other. Last faced each other in the playoffs last year. Mill Valley came out on top. And the snap is fumbled. Burge recovers it, and now he's trying to scramble for a little bit of a gain, and he is dropped down at the 5-yard line of the Owls.
Well, just things to start working out for Olathe West tonight. I'm not sure if that was a low snap. He just didn't see it coming.
Probably have words with his younger brother tonight when they get home.
It was a low snap, down by his feet. As I look at the replay.
It's going to make it what do we call it, 28? 2nd and 28 for the Owls from about their own 2-yard line.
I got him spotted at the 7, I believe, Sean.
7 to
the other 2-yard line.
Pretty close. Handoff up the middle to Favreau. Correction. That was number 1. That's Reggie Dennis, 5'10 senior, 185. Reggie Dennis with the carry.
Like I said, Favreau took a lot of hits that first half.
A lot of right up the middle and banging heads with the front four of Mill Valley.
Kramer and Schaefer have been.
Third and about 20. Quarterback takes a snap and it's knocked out and it is recovered in the end zone. Touchdown, Mill Valley. Colton Jagan with the recovery in the end zone.
Tell you what, Jagan got in there, but Trey Worcester was the one that hit the quarterback, knocked the ball loose. And they were going to go up top there, but they just didn't have time to get that ball off.
9:51 left in the third quarter. Mill Valley 61, Olathe West 14.
That's a safety blitz and a linebacker blitz. They brought 6 on that play. Alex Bird didn't have time to get it off.
Tennant's extra point is good.
It was a nice job by Cooper Marsh on that snap. That ball rolled out there to him. Got the ball down just in time.
9:51 left in the third quarter. Mill Valley 62, Olathe West 14. Can't help but wonder if at some point here in the second half, or at least in the third quarter, if we'll see a running clock or not.
Well, I believe both coaches have to agree to it.
That is correct, Bob. Beautiful night for football.
Yes, it is.
Comfortable 72 degrees out here. Number of fans from both sides out enjoying the game.
Very nice facility here at Olathe. Very nice.
Treated like king and, well,
King. King and king. How's that?
Kings here
I've
by
been
the staff. At,
I've been called worse by better. Today, as a matter of fact.
Back deep for the Owls. Once again, Will Kriskowski.
Yeah, I'm not recognizing a lot of numbers on that kickoff team. It looks like we're going to go ahead and... Yeah, there's Tennant. I don't see Cole Clotter out there. He's usually on there. Looks like they got some of the backups in. Tennant still kicks off.
See Blake Boatwright in there. We got Timmy Pinner in there. David Cunningham. Spencer Vaca. August Steinley. Jacob Casper.
Ben Fitterer.
Reese Porter. Gabe Fisher. Whole crew.
Dylan Massey.
And didn't quite get the length he had on the last kick. Might be right there for once, David Smith. Might be getting a little bit tired.
Well, you know.
Even a blind squirrel finds it out once in a while.
That is true.
Broken clock is right twice a day. 62-14 Mill Valley over Olathe West. 9:51 left in the third quarter.
They just keep on coming.
Once again, Olathe West starting from their own 20.
22-8. Looks like we got most of the starters on defense still in. 74.
Looks like Anthony Favreau, running back, is back in the game.
Looks like Timmy Pinner is going to make an appearance here. Ran onto the field.
All right, and we're back in play.
Clock's ready.
Play clock at 18. Birch with the handoff to Favreau. Nothing doing. Tried to get a little bit of space on the right side.
Dalton Harvey with a big hit there. Nice tackle.
Dalton Harvey, Cole James Clotter, Pete Jansen, name we've heard quite a bit.
We got senior backup defensive tackle Tyler Hartwick in the game.
Tyler Hartwick.
Good
story. Great athlete out of Shawnee, Kansas.
Yeah, big weightlifter. Got hurt last year. Didn't get to play a lot.
Monticello Trails Middle School. Quarterback takes the ball, hands off to Favreau. No, he's going to keep it himself around the left end, and he's just going to get blown up. Maybe gained one, and he was met by Mr. Cole James Clotter, standout defensive back for the Jaguars.
2-year starter. And there goes some of the starters off.
Plotter weighing his options to play on Saturdays next year.
32. Jay Ibarra.
Number of players on both sides of the ball tonight going to be playing football on Saturdays over the next few years. Third down for the Owls. Quarterback takes the ball. He looks, and he's got, it's going
to be another one.
He's got a white jersey with the reception. Unfortunately, it's for the Owls. It's for Mill Valley, number 22. That would be Drew Powers. Drew Powers with the interception.
I tell you, there was some good pressure on the quarterback there.
Back-to-back drives. Owls thwarted by the Jaguars with interceptions.
Yeah, that was senior Tyler Hartwick applying a little bit of pressure there on the quarterback, make him get rid of that ball.
Tyler Hartwick.
Drew Powers with the score.
Well, as much as I'm sure Mr. Powers would love to say that he scored, not sure that he got all the way in there. Backup quarterback, sophomore Hayden Jay, and for senior Cooper Marsh now, probably to finish out the game. Jay takes the snap, hands off to number 41.
Aaron Marks.
Aaron Marks getting some action at running back.
Usually a wide receiver, 6', 157.
Coach is high on this young man out of Shawnee, Kansas. Second-year sophomore. Jay waits for the snap out of the shotgun, single back formation. Another handoff. Oh, Jay's going to keep it himself, call his own number, and he walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, he had about 3 Olathe West Owls biting on that fake. Nice job by the junior sophomore quarterback.
Second-year sophomore. David.
Second-year sophomore. Toughest 2 years of my life.
Fourth grade.
10th.
10 it in for the extra point attempt. And the kick is up and good. 6:55 left in the third quarter. Mill Valley 69, Olathe West 14.
That's a lot of points. What do you feel for the Olathe West Owls? Just things really haven't gone their way this evening.
Well said, David Smith.
Thank you, Bob. Back to you.
Jeff Broadbent on the camera work. Appreciate his good work this evening. Nice to see not many people are leaving. They're still sticking around, cheering on both teams. Great sportsmanship. $6:55 left in the third quarter.
Sophomore kicker Jesse Wood has entered the ball game. He's going to go ahead and go with his kickoff.
Back deep is Will Kriskowski once again.
Nice.
Hoping to get a return after giving Mr. Tennant a little bit of a break from the kickoffs. Well, it's kickoff. High. It's going to come down at around the 3. Kriskowski takes it. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20. Looking for some space, and he's blown up. He's blown up by number 23, or excuse me, that would be number 43 for the Jaguars. That's Peyton Douglas, junior linebacker, 5'11", out of Shawnee, Kansas.
Yeah, Bryce Martin got in there too, number 39. Nice hit by the sophomore. A lot of sophomores playing right now. Tell you, this group of seniors Mill Valley had a couple years ago, you could tell there were some 2-year starters on that sophomore team. These kids have been playing together since, the early years. 80s, 90s, whatever it takes. Early years of their football career. A lot of these kids have played with each other for a long time.
1st and 10 Owls from their own 20. Quarterback takes the snap, hands off inside to Mr.
Number
Reggie
1.
Dennis again. Yes, Reggie Dennis. Looks like we do have a new quarterback in for the Owls. Number 12, Mason McGavran. 6-foot sophomore, 185 out of Olathe, Kansas.
Second-year sophomore, right?
I believe he is.
Okay. Gonna run there.
Takes the snap, and he's going to keep it himself, and got a nice little pickup there. Gain of about 6-7 yards. Going to be enough for a first down. First down, Owls. Mason McGavran.
They haven't had a lot of first downs, especially the second half. So nice play by the sophomore. Turned it up, followed his pulling lineman there.
Nice play by number 61, Ryan Gimbert, to clear out a little bit of space. Ryan Gimbert, a 6'3" junior.
You need both sides of
McGavran out of the shotgun.
starting to let their subs play.
Looking for Dennis. Dennis has the ball, trying to get up the middle and nothing doing. That front four for Mill Valley, doing a good job of stuffing him at the line of scrimmage.
It was Caden Casilla.
Caden Casilla and Peyton Douglas once again for the Jags on the stop. Owls looking to get a little something going here. Second down, 7 to go, 4:28, and we do have a running clock now. 4:23, 22 left in the third quarter. Mill Valley 69, Olathe West 14. Gavin pitches to Dennis. Dennis with a pickup, I'd say about 2 yards, pushed out of bounds by number 52. That's Grant Rutkowski. And Brock Worcester.
Brock
Worcester. Worcester. Younger brother of Trey.
Oh, okay. I can see the spelling there now.
Real observant there, David.
Thank you. 14, Javon Neal was also there on the stop.
3:45 left in the third quarter. Olathe West not in a big hurry. Waiting for the call from the sideline.
You like to see the sophomore put the ball in the air, see what he's got for an arm.
Mason
And we're going to
McGavran.
see it right here.
Passes, nice little throw out to number 2, I believe it was Alex Burge.
I tell you, they like that left spread out play with that right-handed quarterback. I mean, the play's there. It's just a tough play for a kid to throw in the run like that.
Who was that, number 8? We're going to go with number 8. Logan Hayes, 5'8" junior. Twins to the near side, single back set. McGivern, he looks like he's going to pooch it on fourth down, and Mill Valley's just going to let that one go. They're rolling, it's rolling at the 5, the 4, and that's going to be
10,
a coffin
20,
corner
30.
kick by the sophomore quarterback. Going to be downed at about the 2-yard line.
57-yard punt there, Bob.
Thanks for the analysis there. 2:37, 2:36, running clock, third quarter. Mill Valley 69, Olathe West 14. See if he sent out Hayden Jay again to lead the Jags. Looks like
Hayden Jay, back at quarterback.
we have a new offensive line, pretty much top to bottom for the Jags. Jay takes a snap, hands it off, and running back did get out of the end zone, maybe makes it to the 2.
They're going to mark him down at the 3. He had a little forward progress. They got pushed back.
That would be number 41 once again. That's Aaron Marks, 6-foot sophomore. Olathe West starting to sub a lot of young men in the game, getting some nice playing time. 145, 144 left in the third quarter. And looks like the little hard count was able to get Olathe West to jump. It's going to give Mill Valley a 5-yard bonus.
Give him a little room outside the end zone there, maybe.
Second and, how about 4? 2nd and 4 for the Jags.
Looks like both teams now have got all their subs in. It's good to see the
Number 69, A.J. Rodriguez, 6'3" senior, entering the game for the Owls.
It's good to see all the kids get to play today.
Number 22, Nick Hustler, 5'8" junior, also in the game. Hayden Jay takes a snap, carries it himself, tries to get up the middle, pushed back at the line, probably lost 1 or 2 yards. Nice pressure up front by the Owls.
Looked like he tried to hand that one off and just missed it.
45, Israel Barraza, beg your pardon, 5'7" senior in on the stop. Good penetration. 69-14 Mill Valley. 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Running clock. Hayden J takes a snap. Wants to throw. He's got a receiver. Up the middle. He's at the 15. Enough for the first down. Reception by number 15 Blake Boatwright.
He came back for that ball really nice, man. A nice move to the up middle of the field and turned it up for a first down.
10 seconds left in the third quarter. Looks like Mill Valley's just going to let this one run out. And that's where it's going to end. At the end of the third quarter, at least, Mill Valley 69, Olathe West 14. And we will be right back here at CPAC on ATMVarsity.com.
Outdoors. It's back to school time, and at Academy, your favorite brands are all in play. Like Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, Crocs, Puma, and the North Face. Bring on the fun and get out there. Whether you're playing for the home team or perfecting your game at home, at Academy, we'll bring the fun to you. Buy online and pick up curbside or in-store and get free shipping on orders over $25.
Gear up at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Gear up.
Whether we're rising to meet a moment or the moment comes to meet us, we make our mark by showing up for our team. And when we do, we build something special. We become something bigger, more than something that can be defined on a map. We become a community with a shared understanding that when we rise together, we rise higher. Community America, powering the rise of Kansas City.
And we're back here at College Boulevard Activity Center here in Olathe, Kansas, where Mill Valley has a commanding 69-14 lead over the Owls of Olathe West. Running clock, 11:40, 11:39 left in the game. Sophomore quarterback, Hayden J, manning the helm for the Jaguars.
Tried to bust that last one outside and just got – did a nice job, Olathe, keeping that ball from the outside.
Single back set, handoff to number 41, Marks again. And he's got a little bit of room on the left side. Out to the 30, 32, 33-yard line, enough for a first down for the Jaguars.
Showed a nice little burst of speed there.
Looked like he was kind of surprised himself that nobody was out there. Nice tackle, though, to save the touchdown, or at least a long run by the Owls. Number 41 for Olathe West, and that is Colby Carney. And apologies to the Carney family if I'm getting that name wrong. 5'10 senior, great young man, Colby Carney. 1st and 10 for the Jags from their own 35-yard line. Snap is over Hayden J's head, but he was able to pick it up, and he runs out of bounds. Nice heads-up play by the sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just letting the center know where that snap was. Snap with pretty good pace there. He just didn't get a chance to get his hands on.
Sean Brewer, David Smith, Jeff Broadbent broadcasting for A10Varsity.com. Pleased you've been joining us this evening. 10-14, 10-13 left in the game. 69-14 Mill Valley. 15 seconds on the play clock.
37, Matt Weiss, sophomore into the game. Seen his first action.
Been a little movement there on the offense. Handoff to Marks. Flag on the play.
They're going to get Mill Valley for holding, I believe, at left tackle.
And that looks like the preliminary signal. Coach O'Neill.
They're asking if he wants to take the penalty or the result of the play.
Looks like he's going to take the penalty, push him back a little bit more. Let's see, ball's going to be spotted at the Jaguar 14-yard line. 9:15, 9:14, running clock left in the game. Valley 69, Olathe West 14.
Wide receiver number 80, Preston Oliver, seen his first action of the night.
Jay waits for the snap. A little movement on the defense, and flags are going to come out. Hard count again. Going to get 5 against the Owls. Well, +5 for the Jags.
8:48 left in the fourth quarter.
Only the fourth penalty in the game for the Owls. 4 penalties for a total of 20 yards. Mill Valley, 6 penalties for 40. Good hustle there by number 97, Legolas Mora, 5'10" junior.
Legolas
Mora, good hustle. Jay takes a snap, hands off to a new running back. That is number
28, Reese Kennedy.
Reese Kennedy picks up about 7 yards. Pushed out of bounds by the Owls. That's 16, Louis McMullen, 5'8" junior. Second and...
It's like a block in the back. They're going to decline that one.
Second and about 15. Second about, let's see, 10, 20. All right, 22.
That's 10.
Need my toes.
Long way to go.
7:36, 35, 34 left of the game. 22 seconds left on the play clock. Mill Valley taking their time, getting up to the line of scrimmage. Hayden Jay looking to the sideline for the play call. Five seconds left on the play clock. Jay takes a snap. Hands it off up the middle, nothing doing. Might have lost a half a yard on that play.
Host of Olathe West Owls on the tackles there.
I believe that was Mr. Kennedy again.
Tell you what, there's a lot of substituting going on. A lot of kids getting some playing time tonight.
And they're excited on both sides. You can tell some of these younger players, these underclassmen, probably haven't gotten a lot of playing time yet this year.
I know Olathe started a little bit later than the rest of teams in Kansas.
Thanks, coronavirus. Jay out of the shotgun. Single back set, and it's going to be a pooch kick. Nice little pooch. Calling for a fair catch, but it's going to take a Mill Valley bounce. And now an Olathe roll. Going to be out of bounds at around the 37-yard line of the Owls, and that's where they'll take it over. Best field position Olathe West has had in about 3 quarters.
It is true. They've either been at the 20 or inside the 20.
Outside of a couple of turnovers where they've been able to pick up a little bit better position. They have been running from behind all evening. 5:56 left in the game. Mill Valley 69, Olathe West 14. Owls, 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
52, Grant Rutowski getting his first action of the game.
Mason McGavran
Nice.
takes the snap, and he's swallowed up there.
Swallowed up by number 74, Timmy Pinner.
Timmy Pinner coming all the way over, making the big play from his position as left tackle. And he's young Mr. Pinner rewarded with a substitution.
Like I said, a lot of substitutions going on here. Like 77. Cole Sieb.
Mason Gavrin takes a snap, hands it off to his running back, gains about 1.
Host of Jaguars on that tackle. 77, 40, 54, 43.
77 is Cole Sieb. 43 is Peyton Douglas.
And another substitution.
4:44 left in the ball game.
Sorry, Sean. Mikey, don't call me Mike Bergeron, making his first appearance into the game.
Pitch to the running back, number 4, and the ball's on the ground. Well, and it's recovered quite nicely by now. Takes a very favorable bounce right into the hands of the Owl trailer. Well, in fact, he was a little bit ahead of the ball.
Number 11 on that recovery.
That's Jake Stevens, big 6-foot junior. Get some good playing time, heads up play, going to earn a little bit more playing time after plays like that.
Dylan Massey now starting at free safety. Now playing at free safety.
McGavrin takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. Yeah, that's a nice 5-yard gain.
We got another.
Mill
I
Valley
think we got another loose ball.
Mill Valley says they have it. Do the refs agree?
I could say he was down, but 38 came up with the ball. Dylan Massey came up with that. That would have been nice. His first play of the game.
Wishful thinking there on the part of the Jags.
I think there may have been a little, let's just keep things moving on that play. I believe he lost the ball on his way down.
3:20 left in the ball game. Mill Valley 69, Olathe West 14. 12 seconds on the play clock. McGavran takes the snap, hands off, right up the middle once again. Gain of about 4 yards and a cloud of tires, as David Smith would say.
Number 40 on the tackle there for the Jaguars. Truman Griffith. That is a true freshman, Sean Brewer.
True freshman.
His first year freshman, actually.
Fantastic. Fantastic for the young man out of Olathe, Kansas.
6'2", 207.
When you look at a game like this, David Smith, you got to think, what are the positives that both teams can pull out of a game like this? And if you're T.J. O'Neill, what are some of the things that you're thinking about?
Well, you got a lot of kids to play tonight. That's for sure. Number 40, that freshman, back in on that tackle. There's a timeout on the field. I think T.J. will be the first one to admit there's just some work that needs to be done. It's a fairly new program. But I think they'd like to be in a better place than they are right now.
Cooper Carley, number 6, 5'10", sophomore for the Owls. Gavin takes the snap, hands it off again right up the middle. This time he's going to gain about 2, maybe 3 yards.
The freshman's been in there on almost every tackle since he's entered the ball game. That's not a lot of freshmen suit up varsity football, but
this one is.
This one is Truman Griffith.
Truman Griffith.
6'2", 207, first-year freshman.
True freshman. Looking at the future as we have a handoff to the right side, gain of about 4 yards for the Owls.
That play was blown up in the background. That kid put a nice move on. Who ran that ball? Number 20. And he exits. Number 27.
Next week, Olathe West is going to visit Olathe South. 7 p.m. matchup. And they will finish out the regular season hosting Shawnee Mission East on the 23rd.
27 for the Owls. That is Vincent Gatchett. Put on a couple nice moves there on that run.
And direct snap to, I believe that was Logan Hayes, number 8 for the Owls. Mill Valley's the next couple of games. Next week they host Olathe East in West Shawnee, Kansas, and they finish out their regular season at Shawnee Mission North in Sunflower League play.
Sean, I think that's going to do it. There's 22 seconds left with the running clock. I think they're just going to go ahead and call this one.
And as the teams both head to the sidelines, that's going to do it for us here tonight, where we have Mill Valley winning 69-14 over the Owls from Olathe West. Great explosion of offense shown by the Jaguars tonight behind the return of number 7, Cooper Marsh. Great grit and hustle shown by the Owls out of Olathe West. Certainly they say there's no moral victories, but tonight I think there's going to be an exception. Great effort by both teams.
Well, and the absence of Quinn Whitnire was not missed at all with the senior do-everything guy, Jacob Hartman, with, I'm not sure if he had a Mill Valley rushing record tonight, but it's got to be close.
Well, I tell you what, he had over 200 yards in the second quarter when Mill Valley scored 38 points. And
4 rushing touchdowns. Am I off on that? 3 or 4?
he had 3 rushing touchdowns, a total of 222 yards for number 3, Jacob Hartman, on 21 attempts, averaging over 10 yards a carry. Cooper Marsh for the Jags, 9-17 for 185 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Hayden Jay and Hunter Johns also getting in on the action. Receiving for the Jaguars, Reiches, 2 for 84. Kendrick Jones, 2 receptions, 2 touchdowns. Hartman getting in on the receiving end as well, 3 receptions, 20 yards. Blake Boatwright, 1 for 9. Jared Napoli, 1 for 8 and a touchdown. And Hunter Johns, 1 for 6. On the Owl side, senior quarterback Alex Bird, 6 for 13 for 45 yards. He had a touchdown, a couple of picks. Rushing for the Owls, Anthony Favreau, 13 attempts and 88 really tough earned yards, averaging about 7 yards a carry and 1 touchdown. Mason McGavran coming in, sophomore quarterback. He rushed twice for 15. Reggie Dennis saw some playing time, 5 attempts, 10 yards. And for the Owls for receiving, Tanner Zimmerman, 3 receptions, 26 yards. Luke Bishop, 1 for 11. Anthony Favreau, 1 for 6. Dane Hutchins caught 1 reception, 1 touchdown. Punting for the Owls, Tanner Steenbach averaged over 30 yards for a punt. Mason McGavran and Alex Bird each had a pooch punt of their own, which went for nearly 60 yards each. David Smith, Jeff Broadbent, Sean Brewer here for 810varsity.com. We're glad you joined us. Looking forward to broadcasting next week. I think they're going to have us at Mill Valley, where they're going to take on Olathe East next Friday at 7 p.m.
Back at the swamp.
Back at the swamp. Glad that y'all joined us this evening on 810varsity.com. Be sure to check out the website for all the scores in the area and for all of your football enjoyment for the rest of the season. On behalf of Jeff Broadbent, David Smith, I'm Sean Brewer saying good night from Seaback in Olathe, Kansas, where Mill Valley defeats Olathe West 69-14.